Welcome to the DJ&P podcast. To my left is D, I'm J, and to my right is P. Today is the 6th episode of the DJ&P podcast. Last week, we took the 5 love language test, and tonight, we're going to reveal the results. But before we start, let's toast up, fellas.
To episode 6. Oh, that's strong today.
D, take it away.
Thank you, Jay. Well, again, everybody, welcome to episode 6 of the DJ&P cast. Like Jay was saying, today we're going to reveal the results of our 5 love languages. But first, I want to give a shout out to @JimWeed and @Nick_S. You see the table set up a little bit differently today. We got 3 flavors here: watermelon, tangerine, and rainbow sherbet. We're trying to collab with a couple of what's I'm looking for? Vendors. So out of request, we did taste test, and we're gonna have them going forward. So if you guys are interested, you can get them on the JimWeed website, jimweed.com, for more info.
A couple local stores sell them too. I forget which ones.
Yeah, a couple local stores. They are cross country, but local where we are in CT. So if you guys are interested in trying it, there's a bunch of different flavors. DM us, send us some messages, and let you know we can hook it up. Eventually, we're looking to get a discount code. So stay tuned for more of this going forward. But moving on, episode 6, guys.
The love language.
We talked about the love language last time. So we left the last episode with us tallying it up, and we've got our numbers. Mm-hmm. And let's dive right into it. All right, guys. So I'll start off here. If you didn't know, we had the ABCDE format, and A was words of affirmation, B was quality time, C was receiving gifts, D was acts of service, and E was physical touch. So I guess let's get right into it, right?
Yeah, so should we give them a definition
of each?
Yeah.
I can give you a little, if you guys want a short version of it. Words of affirmation, they're talking about confidence that's built through compliments and verbal praise and whatnot, and the tone of voice is very important. Quality time, obviously, is pretty self-explanatory, being together, spending time together. This includes quality conversation. C is receiving gifts. Really not much more to say about that, guys, right?
Meaningful gift.
Yeah.
Meaningful gifts.
Gifts, that would include the gift of your presence during a crisis, too. Acts of service would be D. Loving someone whose language is acts of service will require time and creativity. These acts of service need to be done with joy in order to be perceived as a gift of love. And finally, E is physical touch, meaningful touch. Some examples might include hugs, shoulder massages, leaning against other people, etc. What's not on this is drive-by slaps. That's a nod on that for physical touch. So let's dive into our results, guys. Let's with the viewers. If you guys did take the test with us, we really appreciate it. Let's see if we're on the same wavelength, if we're vibing.
Let's go.
All right. So who wants to start? P, you want to start?
I don't care.
I think.
Listen, they've been waiting for. No, they've been waiting. No. Listen, no. He was a short. You want to do like a build up behind it, or
he should be last.
You want to go last? No, the viewers want to know what P's love language is. They should know.
All right, P, go ahead.
P, give me. Well, okay.
I already know what it is.
No, but what's not your love language? What did you score the least amount on?
C, and I think that's receiving gifts.
C is receiving.
How many did you get for C?
How many did you get?
2.
I got 2. How many did you get?
0.
All right, we're not receiving gifts kind of guys. We're gonna put that out there. If you're a receiving gifts kind of guy or a girl, to each his own.
I mean, it's always a nice gesture, but it's not like.
It's not what you.
It's not a necessity, you know.
It doesn't make or break.
Right.
It's not a make or break for us. But go ahead, give me the build up. What was your second tally? I guess second least.
Second lowest.
Second lowest. Yeah.
Was D with 5.
Yeah.
D.
Acts of service. I'm on the same wavelength with you.
Wow.
All right, give me it. Hit it. What was the number 1? What is your love? Look in the camera. Look, no. Look at it again. Look at him. You let him know. You smack the paper.
Viewers, man.
You tell your viewers who want to know what you are. What is your love language?
Hey.
You are a words of affirmation kind of guy.
Build me up.
So he wants to be built up through compliments.
Hype me up.
He needs a hype person.
He needs a cheerleader.
He needs some verbal praise. He needs. Your tone of voice is very important, and you feel loved when people know what is important to you. That's your love language.
That's right.
Words of affirmation. You gotta.
That's right.
Well, Jay, what you at?
For those of you who guessed act of service for P,
You were wrong.
you were wrong. And thank you for watching to find out P's love language.
That's it. We got in the episode now.
Yeah.
It's over. A whole week's build up
love language.
of what people wanted to know, and we found it out in the first 3.5 minutes.
I don't think they wanted to know that.
They wanted it over. It's like build up.
So I got a two-way tie.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
All right. Well, for my love language, I have a two-way tie.
You do.
Yeah. B, which
Yep.
is quality time,
Yep.
and D, act of service. But my top love language is physical touch.
Ah, he's a E. He's a E. He's a
I'm a
E.
physical touch guy.
All right, so I C is just not for me. I'm not a receiving gift kind of guy. I had a two-way tie. A was close with 7, and then B and E were tied with 8. So I guess I'm a quality time and a physical touch. And for me, that all combines together because if we're spending quality time, it eventually involves physical touching.
I'm definitely touching.
So I am a quality time and physical touch person.
Drive-by ass grab.
So what's happening? All right, so guys, so going again, just in case you're wondering, you are what again, P?
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. You like to be talked to. You are
This is cheerleader.
and
Me is physical touch.
yeah, no, go ahead.
P loves a cheerleader, and that's
Yep.
what's up.
And I'm physical touch and quality time. So we saw this thing online, which you can talk about how to communicate regarding each love language and actions to take and things to avoid. So we thought this would be cool to throw it out to the viewers, just so you guys could know. P, this is for you. For words of affirmation, in order to communicate, for someone else to communicate with you, a lady or a female to communicate with you,
Lady.
they say that you like encouragement, appreciation, to be empathized with, and you need to be an active listener. How do you feel about that? I'm gonna give it to you so you can see.
What?
Well, it says if you need to communicate with a person who who is a word of affirmation kind of guy or girl,
No, that's all right.
this is how you
It's all
communicate.
true.
So you like the words of encouragement.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, who doesn't love an attaboy like we do? You like to be shown appreciation. So, and you need things to be listened to.
I need things to be listened.
Yeah, it says listen actively.
I need to listen actively.
It could go both ways. What you want to dive into that at all, or no? Self-explanatory. Do you feel like when you're not being heard, you struggle? Like, do you feel like you need to, like, as far as like?
Okay, I got you now.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
was confused about that one.
Like, where you at
I
with
just,
that?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of like to know that my input matters.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I agree with that. Okay. And these are saying, here's some actions to take for a person who has a words of affirmation love language. Send an unexpected note, text, or card. Encourage genuinely and often. So they're saying to take an action to make you smile, to make you appreciate.
Small
Then
gestures.
you need yes, small gestures, note, text, or card. So I think you talked about that in the last episode, the note in the lunchbox.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah, because it's like it takes that extra effort to write a note, put it in the lunchbox, you know.
so you like little gifts, not like gifts like that, but little like thank yous and little things like that.
Little things out of the blue.
And what do you think about the encouragement part of it? I know it's kind of the way to communicate, but it says actions to take, encourage generally and often.
Yeah, because you could kind of have self-doubt, and with somebody encouraging you, it kind of builds you up and makes you want to complete the task or whatever it is that you're doing. It makes it easier.
All right, lastly, some things to avoid. They're saying you don't like non-constructive criticism. All right, it's got to be strictly.
What man like?
I'm just reading what it says, man. I'm just reading. It says non-constructive criticism, not recognizing or appreciating effort. So you did say you liked in the last one, if you bust your butt a little bit or you're working on things, that you like someone to say, "Hey, I appreciate you for working and doing that," right?
Yeah. Like I said, little gestures, like just make it known. It feels good when somebody recognizes your hard work or whatever.
So if you want to keep P in your love life, send him a note.
Put a note in my lunch.
Send a note. Text, comment, DM. DM. P is.
This is for P.
Yeah, this is for P. Definitely be an active listener, and constructive criticism is everything. And if he's busting his hump and he's making things work, please show a little appreciation, because the guy works hard inside and outside of work.
Yes.
How's that? I can't paint a better picture for you, my man.
Nah.
All right, moving on. Jay, talk to me. Where you at?
Okay.
You're what?
My top is physical touch.
Okay, so let's go into that. Mm-hmm. All right. So how to communicate with a person who has a physical touch love language is, interesting. How to communicate is nonverbal. Use the body language and touch to emphasize the love. I just got all Jay right there.
Late night.
What's up? There's a name like that.
Late night D.
What'd you think of that nonverbal communication?
There's so many forms of non.
He did say that. Yeah, I did. I tried to move on quickly.
There's so many
verbal
forms of non-verbal communication. Yeah. You know, there's the playful, you playing around, your favorite drive-by ass grabs.
That's non-verbal, bro.
Yeah, it's non-verbal.
A drive-by ass grab is a hint.
You slap the booty a little bit. Let them know that you still want it.
Oh, you know that's physical touch. My bad. That's right. You're right. I lost myself there.
Tell me about my love language.
Blame it on the energy drink.
Blame it on.
I'm telling you, that's some good shit. Check it out.
No, it is good. It's good.
But yeah, there's a lot of forms of non-verbal, man. Just like looking at the person, making googly eyes or bedroom eyes, however you want to.
How do you make those?
Yeah, how do you make those googly eyes?
Show you.
No. Show it.
You want to have me start licking my lips?
Oh, don't do that. No. I don't want. We're not gonna have that tonight. All right. Here's some actions to take. This is what they're saying that you need actions. Mm-hmm. Hug, kiss, hold hands, show physical affection regularly, and make intimacy a thoughtful priority. What you think? That's actions that should be taken. So do you agree with that?
120%.
120%? Mm-hmm. You sure? Because you're thinking about it right now.
I'm not thinking.
You know what I mean? You're thinking about it right now. I can see it. Your mind went up. You're thinking about it. I'm trying to calm you down. Like,
Jay's a cuddler. You're a cuddler.
You're a teddy bear, bro. You're a teddy bear. You are. Especially in its cuffing season right now. It's getting cold outside. Right? It's cuffing season.
Why turn the heat when we could use our body?
Oh, my God.
He's a big spoon or the little spoon?
He's every spoon.
Both spoons.
He's
both spoons. He's not picky.
I'll switch.
All right, so if you want to know.
I ain't no switch hitter, but I'll switch.
Nah, listen, man, we don't judge on this podcast. You know that. We appreciate it.
You can judge me all you want.
Nah, never, man. We could support the fam. All right, something to avoid. Things to avoid with you. You do not like when you're physically neglected.
Yeah.
And you do not like long stints without intimacy. And you don't like receiving affection coldly. You don't like when they bring that chill from the outside to the inside. And we're in the Northeast right now. It's getting chilly, so
don't be affectionate, because like I'm telling you about it. Like, want to do it, like want to share that moment with me. Just because I'm bitching and whining about it, don't be like, oh, I never found this, he's gonna get mad. Like, don't do that. Just be in the moment.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You?
I know exactly.
Thank you.
No, I'm just saying. So if you want to know a little more about Jay, just wrap it up. Physical touch. He needs verbal and nonverbal ways to communicate. He needs touch. He needs to touch. He'll be your big spoon. He'll be your little spoon.
All the above.
All the above, but do not go long stints of giving affection, because he makes that a priority. Right?
I'll hit the road, Jack.
And he ain't coming back.
No.
So since I had a tie and you already touched physical touch.
Whoa, you're not done?
Yeah, it is.
Things to avoid?
Yeah, we just said long stints without intimacy and receiving affection coldly.
Coldly, yeah, that's a sad word.
Yeah, it's burr.
Go ahead.
Since I had a tie and you already covered physical touch, we'll go to E, because this is the one we didn't hit. I don't. Wait, you sure this is mine?
I'm positive.
Acts of service.
E. No, D is acts of service.
It is?
Yeah, physical touch is E.
Uh-oh.
You got B. Quality time.
Wait, this is completely different than that.
No, you got B. Quality time.
No, it is. Look. Wait, I'm confused.
No.
Wait, what?
You got B. Quality time. So find quality time in the paper that you hold.
Ah, my mistake, guys. Sorry, we printed out two different things. You can tell this is not scripted. Sorry. All right, so I'm quality time. Okay.
Just hear that, because that was my.
You want to talk about it with me,
No.
so I don't talk about myself?
I'll help you,
right.
definitely, because that's my second.
Quality time. P, where did after you take a swig of
It's crazy
rainbow
because-
sherbet? Hold on, he's taking a swig of the rainbow sherbet. Taste test. What is it? How do you feel about it?
I like it. I like that one.
That's right. 8 out of 10. What are you giving it? Oh, I'm sorry. 0 out of 10. What are you giving it?
0 out of 10. I'm giving that one.
Did I give it away? 8?
No, I mean, yeah, 8, 9.
8 or 9. Rainbow sherbet. 8 or 9. One of our faves.
Get it.
What'd you got for quality time? How many did you get?
Which one was that?
Quality time.
Yeah,
That's
How
B.
would your tally be?
B? 8.
B.
Oh, you had 8? All right, so we all scored pretty highly on that
Yeah, I'm
one.
at 9. So it's like.
So I tied for that one too. So quality time, it says, if you're a quality time love language, how do you communicate with someone who likes quality time? It's uninterrupted and focused conversations, and one-on-one time is critical. Yeah, I mean, if I can get into that, I mean, every conversation, in my opinion, should be. I mean, well, I don't know. Now,
Every conversation when you have with someone that you care about,
yeah,
should be meaningful and thoughtful.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like you could be dating the person for months, years. Every day that you're spending quality time with that person, you still learning something about them.
Yeah, for sure.
So people change, interests change all the time. So just keep that line of communication going. That will help you with your quality time and learning your partner, and you guys can learn each other and to better and strengthen your relationship.
I get what you're saying. I guess for me, it's one-on-one time is critical. Yeah, I mean, I think all of us work pretty taxing jobs. I think everybody out there can relate that sometimes you get caught up with work and life and shit gets crazy and you kind of neglect your partner or the person you're seeing and dating every once in a while, because I mean, life flashes by. I mean, like, we're in November already, a couple days before Thanksgiving, and like you don't even realize where the hell the time goes, and it's just like next thing you know, it's in Christmas, like it's in a blink, and you spend so much time trying to get everything else right that you neglect the time together. So to communicate with me, I absolutely agree that one-on-one time is critical, because that one-on-one time shouldn't be just saved for Friday and Saturday nights, guys. Like, for me, seeing you throughout the week and just taking time to talk to you is everything, because I feel like life passes by so quickly that it's in a blink, you forget where you're at.
But it's also how you create that one-on-one time too, because we both, you and your partner, have careers, I'm assuming. So if you guys live together, getting ready in the morning, you guys could use that as that one-on-one time to communicate.
I'm gonna disagree with you there, because
how so? I
don't have time, for lack of better, I don't have, the morning's not for me, not saying you're wrong, but I'm gonna say for me personally, one-on-one time in the morning doesn't do it for me. There's too much going on in the morning for us to sit there and.
I'm not saying
no, but you're saying that one-on-one time. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying this is my love language. This is what my quality time thing is right now. Okay, and then that doesn't work for me to have that one-on-one time in the morning, because in the morning I'm groggy. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to be bothered. A good morning kiss and keeping it moving is perfect for me before I say goodbye. I'm going to work. You know what I mean? Kind of like when I get up, I got to take a little bit of time to start my motor, I guess, get the engines running, and I'm dragging ass everywhere. And if you're trying to be affectionate and all that, I'm not going to be receptive to in the morning just because
you got work on your mind. You're getting ready for work.
You know?
But who says she's being affectionate? It could be like you guys sharing a cup of coffee and just talking about how her day was yesterday. That's going to take 5 minutes for you to have that kind of communication. I
get it. I mean, if that is what works for you, I think that's awesome.
It works.
I'm not a morning person. P, I don't know about you. I feel like me and you kind of same wavelength as far as like mornings doesn't do it for me. That one-on-one, I can't.
I mean, if I wake up on my own, I'm good.
Yeah.
But when I wake up to an alarm clock, it's rough.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
It is. It's so like in the mornings wouldn't be a good time for quality time for me because I'm rushing around as it is.
Yeah.
I'm just getting everything ready.
If anything, I'm probably running late. You know what I mean? And now I'm like, damn, I gotta start that car up. It's so cold outside right now. Is there frost on my windshield?
Yeah.
Like, so, but if that's what works for you, dude,
sure, you have to find what works for you.
Right, and you have to find that throughout that course of the day. I agree with you as far as find that niche as far as like what works for you to get that one-on-one time is. But for me, it's maybe going to work out together. You know what I mean? After a long day, and we work out together, and we vent. And you know, I know not every guy likes to work out with a girl or their girlfriend or their significant other, or vice versa. But sometimes that's the only time you have together, and just take advantage of it, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
Make
you know,
it work. Make it work.
That's just ways of communicating. Sometimes that works for me. It says some actions to take with someone who enjoys the quality time love language. Creating special moments together, take walks, and do small things with your spouse. Weekend getaways are huge.
Hashtag creating new memories.
Hashtag creating new memories. You're right about that. We talked about that in the last episode. Jay really drilled that into us. It's all about creating new memories. This is talking about special moments. Taking walks and doing small things with your spouse. Yeah, that's everything. That's gets you away from that reality. So for me, taking that Friday or Saturday, and I just said it, I don't want it to be focused on Friday and Saturday night, so I definitely think grabbing dinner on a Tuesday or doing something different, spontaneous is big. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
anything.
Halloween just passed. I'm a big haunted trail kind of person. I love Halloween, so pumpkin picking and like going to like
corn mazes.
Yeah, mazes and stuff like that. Haunted trails all over Connecticut where we're based out of. That those are cool to check out. Like doing something different like that. Christmas is coming. You got lights everywhere, cool things like that, different things you can do. You know what I mean? Like things like that out of the norm. There's so many parks that have the lights up and you can tune into the radio station. That's all stuff that's really cool, you know?
Going back to that, I think people are like kind of like confused that too. Like you don't have to go over and beyond to have quality time with your significant other. It could be something as small as like getting into the car, going for a drive.
Yeah, for sure.
Checking out a park that's decorated with Christmas lights, or whatever is decorated based on the holiday. Just enjoy that moment.
Some of my best moments is going to cut down the tree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shout out to whoever has a fake tree in their home. But I do have I like to get a real tree and cutting down that tree together. It's kind of like...
Real trees are the best.
It's fun. You know what I mean?
I lost mine a couple of years ago.
You what?
I lost mine on the back of my truck.
A real tree?
Yeah.
Hashtag close your truck bed.
It was closed. What's the story? I want to hear the story.
Oh, man. What happened? What was it?
Fucking pulled out of the farm and... the wind got under the tree and it went.
And just went.
Right out the back of my truck. Now I stopped my truck, threw it in reverse, jump out, grab the tree, throw the tree back in the truck and take off.
Wow, well, how was the tree?
It was straight.
Alright, yeah, the trees are durable. Are you a person that puts Sprite in their tree?
Sprite?
Yeah, I put a 2-liter bottle of Sprite as soon as I buy it.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody else does it. DM us if you do in the comment section. You put Sprite in your tree?
The aroma that comes out of that tree every morning.
Oh, the aroma, yeah. Yeah, that's you're going to talk about the Sprite.
Tree every morning.
With the Sprite?
The Sprite, I guess, is, I don't know. I don't want to say couldn't do it. I put Sprite in my tree. Someone told me, like, hey, dude, you got to put Sprite and something about the sugar and all that stuff is good for the tree.
And it lasts longer.
That's what they say. All right, lastly.
Never heard.
We'll talk about this more. Let's finish this last topic. Things to avoid for quality time. Distractions when spending time together and long stints without one-on-one time. Yeah, guys. Quality time is very self-explanatory. I don't really think there's really much more you can dive into. One-on-one time, yeah, it's everything. I enjoy it. It's pretty simple, right?
Yeah, enjoy it one-on-one time.
Listen, everybody, that concludes the love language test, but thankfully, people reached out to us and sent us a couple DMs, and they requested us to piggyback some topics off the love language in the ice bucket. We're going to go round table a few hot topics that probably apply to what we just talked about. So right. Okay, here we go. I didn't know what we were doing. All right, guys. Topics are for few today. What we got? What qualities do you desire to pick in a woman? Or what do you desire in a woman? Qualities you desire to pick in a woman. I guess if this goes off the love language, I need a girl who wants to spend quality time with me. I need some one-on-one guys, damn it. Like, what? I know your mind's pondering because your arm's going up again.
Morals, respect.
You know, I could tell.
Right? Morals, respect.
Qualities?
Oh, qualities.
Qualities. No, that's a quality. I need to have
quality. I think the main one I'm thinking of right now is patience.
So why you're not a patient man?
I'm a very patient man, but your partner has to be able to have patience
with you. I would agree because you he pisses a lot of people off. He's a tough guy to be patient for, man.
But your partner has to have that patience, especially like with everything that's going on in this world, your career, your friends, like your partner has to be really, really patient to take the time to get to know you. And this is why I tell people, don't rush into a relationship so quick. Learn your partner, learn the person that you're trying to be in that relationship with before you just jump into.
Nah, if you want to learn your partner when you're in a relationship, so be it. I got no issue with that.
I'm just saying.
I got no issue. Or not.
Okay. I'm just I don't care.
I'm just giving you a hard time, man. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Please give me a hard time.
You're so mad.
Mad?
No, man. One's if you know quick. How about the people that get married in like 6 months? Do they take their time, or maybe?
How much quality time?
Do you believe in love at first sight?
You're a fool if you believe in love at first sight.
Why? You probably angered 50% of the viewers just now. Why? You just called them all fools.
Dude, so you're going to sit there and not really know someone, and you're going to look at them and be like, baby, I love you?
How many times did you do that when you were...
It doesn't matter. I was in middle school. I was in high school.
No, right? I'm serious, P.
My hormones was
Do you believe in love at first sight? Well, you're scarred. It's like that's the walking wounded.
I don't even think P believes in love. Do you believe in love?
DM&P, please DM us because we need words of affirmation to pick this guy up. He's been through a lot of shit, and we're trying to pick this guy up, man. This is the holiday season. It's cuffing season.
Got to do with it.
It's cuffing season. You need someone. If you're interested in DM us.
Yeah, no.
ASAP.
Yes. He works hard. He loves words of affirmation, and he's probably gonna hate us after this episode.
He's a handyman.
He's a handyman like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
I don't know where we went so left with this. I don't really.
Quality. We are seeking on your partner.
I'm sorry. I thought this was like a commercial for P.
You don't need a dating app where you got friends like us.
You got friends like us. Right. Yeah. We can save you that $6.99 a month.
Send that over here. We'll split it.
I'll pay for that.
Oh man, yeah. Listen, quality is everything that's in this love language, okay?
Family oriented.
Family oriented.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, you gotta be able to. Can you bring a child in this world with this person?
Man, here we go. We gotta go right to that. How about can I take her, bring her home? How about can I even take her? How about can I tolerate her at dinner? I'm talking about can I bring a child into a deal?
Oh, you sit side by side?
You know it's funny. Wait. I love where we're going with it. I'm gonna run with this because I had people reached out to us about that. They went back and forth on it, and it was I don't want to say it was 50-50. It seemed more so that people wanted to sit across from each other. I think it was just more of a comfortability thing. You said you would like to sit next to the person, which a lot of people actually, agreed with you. But someone brought up to me, does the timing of the relationship matter? Like, do you see, like, are those that are longer together, do they sit next to each other? Like,
I don't think that matters.
I think so.
You don't? You do? You do think so?
Yeah, because you'll be more comfortable sitting side by side.
How about in a group setting? Say, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say the longer in the relationship, the further
away they are. That's just P's relationships lately.
Once again, ladies, anyone interested in my boy P here, please DM us.
We're trying to make. Listen, it's a Christmas miracle. You know that.
There's that one lucky lady out there deserving all of this.
Absolutely. How about
all 5'8" of
5'6" with short arms? Not bad, man. You're 5'8". I'm sorry. That's wrong. But how about New Year's? How about not New Year's? I know I said New Year's. Okay, Friendsgiving's coming up, right? You just went to one this week.
Yes, I did.
Right. I'm sure there were couples there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So did you know that the couples sat together, or did they sit across each other? Did the girls sit in a corner, the guys sat in a corner? Like, what give me the setup? Quickly.
I think P is right, because all the couples was away from each other.
Yeah, you see?
All right, and is there any new couples? Like, any people just met that night that sat together? Like, did anybody leave together that came together?
Jono say, I don't know.
I think sometimes in group settings, you have the tendency, like, the girls sit on one side, the guys sit on the other side. Did you think that happens? Okay.
Dinner with a view.
Yeah, I agree. Dinner with a view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just wanted to put a cap on that one. I think there's no right or wrong answer. It's a preference. Me and P are sitting across, and then Jay is.
I'm feeding her.
Feeling it. Next, pull. Go ahead. I'm tied up. I was tied up, but I got it.
What is it?
It is gender roles in relationships. And since you are the one that gets affirmation when you tell people what to do, or no, not affirmation. Since you're the one that feels loved when they complete tasks off the last episode, go ahead, talk about it. Tell them about your gender roles in relationships. Remember the last episode we went?
Yeah.
With the clock.
Yeah. You done?
Floor is yours.
Okay. Allow me to be the man. That's it.
Tell them. Don't tell me. Tell them.
Allow me to be the man.
What's that mean? Allow me to be the man.
Being the protector, the provider, all that. Like this task that I will do and you don't have to do. Like, there's no reason why you should be outside shoveling.
Do you feel like it's... I agree with you.
There's no reason why you should be outside, like...
What do you say to the people...
like,
what do you say to the people now that are saying, well, its roles are 50-50 and this is... I hate to use that word woke, but we'll say this is today's world. Where they say, I'm getting out there with a shovel now. Like, I can do it too.
Okay, fine. By all means, go do it. When your back is hurting you later, don't come crying to me.
Nah, you can't.
You can't what? Like,
nah, it's your thing. You know what? That's cool. That's your thing. That's your thing. Like, that's your thing. That's your thing.
Like, you gotta think, but I find joy of cutting my grass, lining my grass up, and making it look the way I want.
But they're talking about gender roles, so
I'm talking about gender
no, but
roles,
I'm just trying to put a cap on it for you.
Why you guys gonna cap me, bro?
Well, I was trying to summarize. It seems like you're the guy that likes to take care of everything outside the house. What do you feel the women should do? That's where I'm going at.
Take care of everything inside the house.
So the role is you have an old school mentality behind guy takes care of outside, and girl you same thing.
Now,
give or take.
I will help with the dishes and laundry too.
What?
I'll help with the dishes and laundry.
Okay.
I won't be folding them, but I'll throw them in the
I don't like folding laundry. I'm gonna wash them, but I can't fold them.
I'm sorry.
I'm the type of person like we do the laundry. I put it in. I put it in.
I gave
pull it out. I put it on in the upstairs bedroom. And it just stays there. Just stays there. Like I know it needs to be folded. I know it does, and I know I need that T-shirt.
It's so tedious.
But if you fold it for me, I promise you, I will put it in. I will flip it. I will put it in the dryer. I'll put it on the upstairs bedroom, the spare bedroom. You fold it. I'll put it away.
What you making? A pizza?
Maybe.
Okay.
It's a creation.
This one time
In band camp.
Probably 7-8 years ago, I gave my ex a broom. She flew away.
Hashtag scarred. Hashtag don't give a broom. We're talking about
So
no, I'm like you too.
this question. Gender roles in our relationships. So
I mean, I think it depends on the person and the relationship, because I think every role I've had in a relationship has changed depending on that person. There's no specifics behind it because every relationship I've approached differently. Some people have a different background where they're old school mentality where the guy takes care of the inside. I'm the outside and the girl takes care of the inside. But even that's skewed, like you said, because guys, we don't mind washing dishes and doing the laundry. But I agree with Jay as far as I think P does too. If it's a foot of snow, I'll get out there with the blower. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't mind
all that.
Yeah, I mean there is some satisfaction. You can say it more than we can because you mow lawns on the side. Yep. But there is a satisfaction when you go outside on a summer day and throw in a barbecue and your lawn's freshly cut and you did that. It looks really good. But I also love a lady who gets out there and plants the flowers and is out there. And,
that's what I was gonna say.
You know what I mean?
Like a good thing for quality time is gardening.
Yes.
Gardening, yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
That's great quality time.
Yeah, you know what? That's something you can do together outside. That's really cool. So I think the roles are dictated upon how the relationship goes. You guys will have to establish that within each other, right? I feel like
it's all come down to
teamwork makes the dream work.
And we can hashtag that in the quotes or in the description.
And communication. You have to communicate with your partner.
Takes two to make it and two to break it.
Yeah, you are full of one-liners today. They're gold. They're full. They're gold.
You have to communicate. Communication is key.
Yeah.
Like, be yourself. Be able to talk with the person that you're with. Like, learn the person that you're with, and all that start with communication.
Okay.
Like, I might sound like a broken record, but like it's extremely important that you guys communicate. Communicate. That will help so much in your relationship.
Okay, so make sure you communicate, guys. Anything else?
Communication is key.
Communication is key. Next topic, let's pull it.
Pull it.
One-liner Baldini here.
Let the great Baldini do his thing, bro. Okay, guys, we're pulling from the next topic. Family. How important is it to have a how important is it to have a close-knit family?
Well, we touched that. We touched it based on that.
When it comes, let's talk about it when it comes to relationships.
Are you talking about like family being involved in the relationship?
Well, I think you can take it any way you want. I think it's open. I think it's a pretty open discussion because
honestly, you should.
Well, go ahead. I'm not gonna go ahead.
You should allow the family to paint the picture of your significant other on their own.
That's what I was getting.
Meaning, you have to bring their good qualities, their bad qualities, and allow them to paint that picture, and they also allow them to create that relationship. Because at times, like we see straight. Yeah. So your family could be like, nah, D, is this way, that way, or they could just be like, Nah, D, is that way they're gonna agree with you because all they see is the negative that you bring to the table when that your significant other. I don't want to say messed up, but
no, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So what Jay is pretty much summarizing it is saying that, you know, allow your family to judge your significant other based on their own interaction.
Yes.
We talked about another podcast, me and you specifically, saying mom has to approve her. Right, because that's our backgrounds. So, but if you, and we said this before in other episodes, guys, so I don't want to, it's actually worth repeating it. If you only bring up the negative things, they're only going to view them in a negative light. You know what I mean? So
don't go to mom and dad and
just speak negatively, because if you do that, they're only going to see them negatively. And tendency, and I think we're all guilty of that. Mm-hmm. Anybody who says they weren't is lying, because your family is people who you vent to, and you vent through them, the good or bad. Very rarely do you go to them and you only talk about the best things that happen, because you keep that within. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You're bouncing things off people because it's negative. Yeah. Right? It's the same that we do in our own friendships.
Boys,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Your boys, your true boys always gonna have your side. So just allow friends and family to create their own image of that person. So don't, like, when you have issues with that person,
yeah, don't bring it up.
Good,
yeah,
the bad, or just don't
even bring it up. Don't bring it up if something negative. P, you got anything on that you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice when your significant other has a good relationship with your family, because it's, if you're dating to eventually be with that person, marry that person, whatever it is, you want them and your family to have a good relationship, because they're going to become part of the family.
So I can run with that a little bit. This is an open floor question. Have you guys ever had a relationship where they didn't have a good relationship with your family? They're your significant other, and I'm gonna run with it for a second. You guys could take it from there. I've had many relationships where it was non-existent to my relationship with her, was non-existent to the family, and it ultimately caused friction because of it. Mm-hmm. It just unfortunately didn't work out. It was just their background didn't fit with that. They didn't have a relationship with their family, and ultimately it went into my relationship with my family, where they just didn't get along because they didn't have that with theirs. And then I also had a relationship where
it's not that they didn't, not to cut you off, it's not that they didn't get along, they start getting jealous.
No, they didn't get along. Specifically to mine, they didn't get along. Yeah.
Explain yours. I'm gonna explain mine because I have some similar to that.
No, I was just saying, as far as like, I've had a relationship where she was awesome with my mother at the beginning. Great. And as my relationship deteriorated within each other, she pulled away from my family, and my family recognized it and eventually passed judgment on it. And my relationship was going down a different path anyways, but I've been in a relationship where it was good with my family and ultimately went bad because, you know, our relationship affected it. Mm-hmm. So, but when you have that relationship where they're good with your family, it makes everything so much easier, especially when you're working or something like that, and your mother can call her and they could go out to have a drink together, go to dinner. That's cool, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I like that. So go ahead.
My situation was different. The person I was with was jealous of the relationship that I had with my little sisters. And
they were jealous of it?
Yeah. And my boys. And you guys don't even know how many sisters I got, because I don't talk about my sisters, because that's very secretive. Mm-hmm. So off the pad, I will tell you how many I have. But like, the girlfriend at the time was very jealous, because my little sisters or my older sisters would call me at any time, or I would just drop whatever I'm doing and rush to them, go help them, and she was very jealous of that.
So how ultimately did that affect the relationship? Because it wasn't so much she didn't get along with them, right?
No, she never made the effort to get along with them.
So because of that, how did that ultimately affect your relationship as a whole?
I'm still single.
They're not together anymore. So they broke up because of it.
We did.
Yeah, so P, go ahead. In any relationships, did you have one where they've gotten along with your mother?
For the most part, the relationships I had, they all pretty much got along. Yeah, there were some feelings, some disagreements here and there, but nothing to the extent of like having to break up or anything like that.
Yeah. Do you
But like you said, when I've had relationships that started to deteriorate. Obviously, the relationships between your family and that individual are going to deteriorate too.
Right, of course.
They're going to be biased. They're going to take your side, obviously.
I will say, this is kind of off topic, guys, but I think one of the hardest things in a relationship is when you build that bond with someone else's family, with your significant other's family, and then when you guys break up or you don't end up together, that relationship just stops. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the hardest things sometimes when it comes to breaking up with someone is that relationship that you've established with that person's family, because they always say you're not just breaking up with her or him, you're breaking up with the entire family too, and that stuff that you built up along the years, it ends there. Mm-hmm. With that relationship.
So here's the twist to it. The last person I was with, I was close with the family, still close with the mom, and every day the mom is telling me that, oh, it should have been you, not him.
Yeah, but you still talk to that mother? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I'm not judging you, but for me, if I'm going into a new relationship and then someone finds out I'm still talking to my ex's mother, because eventually you're gonna have to disclose that, I don't know how well that would sit with the next relationship going forward because of it.
That's a conversation.
Oh, for sure, that's a conversation thing, but I think that's interesting. I'd be interested to see the end result of that, because I don't think.
So this day, that certain ex mother still reach out to me. She'll be like, hey, I'm stuck here, I have a flat, can you come help me?
If they're reaching out to you just because you guys developed a genuine friendship, I guess.
We literally have
but
a genuine
I think you can, going forward in the next relationship, like,
that's something that has to be disclosed.
Yeah, I mean, like you would you
has to be talked about.
Yeah, I don't want to dive too deep into it, you know what I mean, because it's however you choose to deal with it is you, but I think that's very interesting. Maybe you hit that again in the future episodes. Let us know how that plays out if you ever get into a relationship and where that went through. Because I don't think, like, even friendships I've developed with siblings, exes, mm-hmm. that dies right there. Like I've been spoken to, I've always drawn the line, like, that's that code too. Like, I'm not going to talk to your ex-boyfriend who was my boy when you guys were dating, when you guys broke up. Like, we're not friends anymore. It sucks that we developed a good relationship, but when you break up, that ends. And I think a lot of us kind of can relate to that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because who the hell am I to go hit this kid up behind the back to go kick it and go grab a beer or something like that, and she's with the new and your siblings dating someone else. Yeah. That's messed up, you know what I mean?
That look weird.
Yeah, it's not a good look, you know? So as I know we went a little off topic of that, but I think that's interesting as far as that. I think there's only one more left in here, guys, for tonight. Yes, there is. And the last one. Oh, all right, guys. It's hopefully everybody. Man, I don't know if this is going to be dropped before Thanksgiving, which is in a couple days. But
true.
The question's going to be, which is going to be good. Actually, whether it's dropped or not, this is going to be a really good topic. Do you split Thanksgiving with your significant other, or do you spend it all on one side of the family?
Or any major holiday.
Any major holiday. Do you guys split the holidays, or do you spend it all on one side, or do you alternate holidays? Who wants to start?
Me, if I was in a relationship, I will sit down and have a conversation. Whichever holiday is more important, or not even important, like which the family like the most.
Yeah.
We'll go based on that. If Thanksgiving is more...
Comes if both of you guys have the same important holiday.
I always put it on a rotation.
We're going to flip a coin.
A rotation as far as you get Christmas this year, I get Christmas next year. I went
to her house Thanksgiving, then, or not her house, her family's or whatever.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, then Christmas will be with mine, and Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Easter, and then the next year we'll flip flop it.
Okay, I mean that's cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm the one I split. It's a pain in the ass because you're traveling so much on the given holidays, but at least the people I've been in relationships with have always said, like, hey, Christmas Eve is a big thing. You know what I mean? Like, my family does Christmas Eve big. Christmas Day is not really too much because as we're older. So if I don't mind splitting a Christmas I don't mind spending Christmas Day with their family, but Christmas Eve is something like a tradition in my family that's big. So I gotta find a way to split that. Thanksgiving coming up, gotta find a way to split that. You know what I mean? Those big major holidays for me, I've always found a way. Like my family, every holiday is a big holiday to them, so I gotta split it. But my family would probably be pissed if I said, all right, I'm not coming for Thanksgiving this year. You know what I mean? Like
maybe, so like the rotation, we did that, but we wouldn't, I was thinking about like, say, dinner at my family's, dinner at her family's.
Yeah.
At some point in that day, we make it a point to go to the other family.
That's what I'm saying.
Whether it's at night or if it's in the morning before
100%,
we eat, something like that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If dinner's at 2, I'm going to your family's house from 2 to 6 and maybe cake and coffee, which is my background with my family. Say you have it at 7 or 8. Okay, I'm going to do 2 to 5 there and then 6 to 10, the rest 6 or 9 the other way. I'm okay with splitting it that way. Sometimes it's tough what way you're going to split it because sometimes they run at the same time, but I mean, listen, that's just our the way we are. I mean, right?
So growing up for me, Christmas Eve was huge. Obviously, with the Italian side, we did the 7 fishes.
Yeah.
We were me, aunts, uncles, cousins. We were all at my nonna's house. My dad's full Italian. His parents came from Italy, and my mom's half Italian. So we would do Christmas Day with my mom's side of the family, and Christmas Eve with my dad's side. So it worked out good.
That's awesome, man. That's cool. That worked out for you guys. You know what I mean? Like I said, but Christmas Eve was big for me. So if I had to split, I always ended up at least at my parents' house at the end of the night. You know what I mean? So Jay, anything else you want to add to that holiday thing? There's no right or wrong answer. So whatever preference for you guys, but for us,
however it works for you. However you split it, it works.
Yeah, whatever works for you. Well, guys, the ice bucket has run dry, and I guess this wraps up episode 6, guys, for the love language and some more hot topics. Episode 7 coming up. Maybe more hot topics. We'll dive into a few different things. Thank you again, Jim Weed, for sending us some cans, and we did some testing of the flavors. Jim Weed, they'll probably be joining us a few more episodes down the line. If you guys are interested, send us DM or message us for this going forward. And going forward, we're looking to have some guests coming into the podcast. So we're looking for anybody who's interested on joining the podcast. Reach out to us, DM us. A couple of you have. Shout out to you all who've reached out already. Let us know in DMs and comment section if you're interested in coming on, what topics you like to discuss and what you wouldn't like to discuss. We know some things are off limits and we respect that. So if you're interested in joining the cast and you want to talk about a few hot topics in the ice bucket, let us know. Hit us up. We'll make it happen. So like I said, this wraps up episode 6. I am D.
J.
And we are the DJ&P cast, and thank you all for joining us. We 2 of us are able to toast up. One was told not to drink everything before we ended. But Jay has gone dry. But D and P are gonna toast up. Shout out to the viewers. Empty glass behind me.